up, Aquarius? Welcome back to Karma Light Readings. I'm Karma. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. We're going to be going ahead and jumping right into it here in just a moment. Please be sure to use your discernment in determining whether or not this reading resonates with your story, okay? It may be happening currently for you. Maybe it's something that happened in the past or is coming towards you. Just depends on where you're at. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Aquarius, okay? So take what resonates and just leave what doesn't for someone else. Don't try to pick up things or add it to your story. If it's not fitting, it's not fitting, and that's okay. If you're interested in a personal reading, the links to that are in the description box below. You can also find reviews on my readings by clicking on those links. I'm also doing an initiative for the homeless where I'm committed to donating 50 meals to 50 homeless with my own money. But next to that, I'd like to give hygiene bags. I've already raised $400, so I'm very, very proud of that. And we are going to be handing out meals and hygiene bags around the community of Las Vegas, which is where I live. And if that's something that you're interested in donating to, those links are in the description box below as well. You can follow me on Instagram. I post more about it in my stories on Instagram, but I did share a video here on YouTube showing the progress that my kids and I are making with the hygiene bags. So we'll be getting ready to do that, probably deliver those within the next 2 weeks. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this, Aquarius. Enough of me blabbing away. Current energy surrounding Aquarius and coming towards Aquarius is love. That's so sweet. You have love, then you have stop, and then you have death, and then you have anger. So are you holding on to some type of grief? That's my cat wanting to, well, he figured out how to open the door. Did you open the door? Oh, it's Emmy. Emmy, you opened the door in Aquarius reading. All right, Aquarius. You have love, stop, death, and anger. What's underneath anger? Sadness, of course. Comfort. I do feel like you're at the end of a cycle or a stage. For some of you, this has to do with grief because you seem to be processing something here. There has been a block on whatever you receive and or feel. Like there's still something that feels like it's missing. Okay, something inside of you that just feels like it's not there. And you can sense this void, you can sense this emptiness. And I do feel like you're at a pause right now. Some of you could actually have anger over a death, like you're still going through that grieving stage of anger. Or this could just be upset about the ending of a situation. However, there is a pause because this is an emotion. I know my other cat is not about to open this door. I have 2 cats. This is an emotion that has to be processed. If for some reason it's on your journey that Spirit wants you to go through this emotion to get down to the root of it so that you can transmute it and transform it. What's coming towards Aquarius? What's the energy here? You have the 6 of Cups. You have the Tower. And then you have the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. So it does look like, for some of you, this could be in regards to a child or something from your childhood, but there's a lot of pain. Okay, there could be a specific isolated incident that causes you a lot of pain, but I also feel like this could be over time. Just years and years of dealing with betrayal and dealing with hurt and dealing with loss. But this particular loss, I feel like shocks you because it is going to destruct something. It's going to destroy a false foundation. But this false foundation may have been something that you've been connected to or living on for some time, Aquarius. But it's coming to an end, or it's crumbling. What is the 6 of Cups to the Tower? The 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be something within family, a family tradition. Wow, to the 10 of Cups. King of Cups to the Sun to the Ten of Swords. There could be to the Death card. So I don't know who I'm connecting to, Aquarius, but there could be an actual death that I'm tapping into that is either surrounding you. It's either just happened or it's, you know, being prepared to happen. And forgive me because I feel like this is a very sensitive topic. I do feel like this could be connected to some sort of family. Maybe it's a marriage. I just see where this is a shocking state of sadness. For some of you, it could be something like a betrayal and an ending and not so much of a death, right? Grief is grief, loss is loss. But I am seeing and I'm being shown the different depths of this grief. And so there is a death that I'm sensing that causes a lot of heartbreak. Maybe it's a death that has already happened. And this death is something that is creating a big shift in your life. What is the Tower and the Three of Swords for Aquarius? The Nine of Wands and the Star, that's you, Aquarius. You have the Seven of Cups to the Ace of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles to the Hermit. I mean, there's something that you've gone through so much throughout your life in terms of loss and pain. I do kind of feel like this is coinciding with the cards up here in regards to love and stop. It's almost like no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've gone through, you've still, you know, did your best to stand up tall, and you still, no matter how exhausted you were, no matter how beat down you felt, you kept going, and you had hope and you had faith in rejuvenation and in, you know, healing, so to speak. And in a lot of ways, Aquarius, I do feel like you did. I feel like you accomplished a lot, and I don't want to take that from you. But what Spirit is showing me is that currently there is an energy around you that creates a lot of pain that is still residing inside of you. And they're wanting this to be released and removed. It's like maybe you're coming to that realization, or you're about to experience a very big transformation because of this release or this processing of this emotion. Yeah, overload. You're very, very stressed, very overwhelmed. There's something that's excessive. Evidence. Trap. Oh, I don't know who this is around you, or somebody always plays victim. It seems like it's just a really, really stressful situation where you hope for the best, but then there's also, and this has been kind of a theme, okay? And it's a hard truth when you're going through a spiritual awakening or a growth or ascension within self, and your perception is changing. One of the hardest things to come to term with, at least for me, and now I've been seeing this so much in the collective readings lately, but it's almost like we're all collectively being woken up to the reality that there are some people that are inhibited by a spirit of just pure evil, or they're overtaken by a spirit of narcissism or a spirit of lying, and it's nothing that we can do other than to separate with love, to keep our sanity and our spirit clean, and to pray from a distance. And, you know, a lot of times you'll come into friction with that energy with people, and they say, no, that you should never do that. But you cannot remain healthy in your spirit if you stay constantly connected to unclean spirits. And I'm speaking in those types of terms to really help someone come to terms with that, because there might be some type of guilt. And I'm not seeing somebody turn their back and leave someone completely and never pray for them and never check in. That's not what I'm saying. But I am seeing where Spirit is saying there's been enough, where enough signs, enough evidence shown to you, where you can see that this situation is only going to create a lot of stress, a lot of back and forth, a lot of playing the victim, a lot of feeling trapped, you know, and that's why you have the Seven of Cups here. I think that you're on a different frequency and vibration than this person and or group, whatever the situation is. And the longer you stay, the longer you're going to fall victim to a cycle or to a karmic trap. What does Spirit want Aquarius to be focused on at this time? What do they need to be doing? What does Aquarius need to be focused on and doing, Holy Spirit? Aquarius, that's you. The Six of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. And then you have the Queen of Swords to the Ten of Cups. Okay, this is pretty deep. First off, I feel like there's a higher level of reflection, right? Like really distancing yourself from the emotional aspect of this situation and looking at something from a higher perspective in terms of what do I need to give to in order to break free from what is holding me back? Because there's something that is out of balance here. And I feel as though it's because you're giving to something that doesn't deserve your energy, and you're also holding on to something that doesn't deserve your energy. And so Spirit is trying to put you in this space of rejuvenation and shifting and realignment. And it's asking you to get really focused and very honest and very truthful about what it is that brings you fulfillment and happiness and what it is you truly would like or would like to experience. And are you in a situation where you are experiencing that right now? And if not, what steps need to be taken in order to get you to that experience in this life? Five of Wands. So there seems to be a part of your energy that Spirit wants to talk about where you lean more towards participating in some type of Five of Wands energy. And I'm not saying that you are chaotic or that you are argumentative. I'm just saying this energy seems to be around you and you're associating with it. And I know it's hard sometimes when people are saying things to you, but I feel like overall what Spirit is asking you to do is recognize that these are the lessons, and part of your mission right now for self is to be able to stand still in the midst of this, annoying conflict and chaos, to restore some type of peace within self. That is the Tower. You don't always have to have a response. You don't always have to say something. You can pull back your energy at any time you want to. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. That's what Spirit is asking you to do. Don't give to something that doesn't give to you. In a positive, no, let me rephrase that. Don't give to something that drains you, is what I should say. Because there are a lot of things that you should give to that cannot physically give back to you, because what you'll gain back is spiritual goodness, right? In terms of just giving to those in need and things like that. So I want to make sure that I'm not saying something the wrong way. I don't want it to be perceived the wrong way. Yeah, the Hermit. There is something that you need to disconnect your energy from entirely. The Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, because it's not going to do anything but bring you down another path of karma, another path of, manipulation and just sadness and stress and overwhelming energy. I'm also seeing where Spirit is calling you to isolate and disconnect so that you can have time alone to connect with the Most High and to connect with yourself. Unconditional love. Self-indulgence, joy, healing, friendship and gift and fury. Somebody's trying to compromise a blessing. Apology. You may have an energy around you who has always expressed some type of jealousy, and you pulling away may kind of trigger that a little bit more too. I just want to point that out in this person, but Spirit is saying you still need to pull back to rest. There could also be a pregnancy coming up around you. Spiritual gifts are activated and ready to use. You aren't praying enough about the situation. Somebody here is dealing with father wounds, poor social life, low self-esteem, isolation, lack of self-motivation, self-doubt. Okay, so this is making sense. So the reason why Spirit, generational curse, chain breaker, forgiveness is key. So the reason why Spirit wants you to be isolated or for you to break free from whatever situation this is because they can't get a message through to you when you're around this energy or when you're connected to this energy. There's some type of divine inspiration that's trying to come through. And I mean, it's coming through, but I don't think you're connecting with it fully, or it's hard for you to hear because of the other noise around you. So needing to separate yourself or find some time where you can be alone to sit and meditate. Because I do feel like the Most High is trying to get this message to you. There's some type of new idea that's going to be given to you or has just been given to you. Whatever it is, you have to be in isolation to receive it. But when you receive that idea, Spirit wants you to know that it is from the Most High and that it is to help push you and inspire you to move forward. It's going to they're going to say, go for it. And that's literally what it says on this card. All right, what's the outcome for Aquarius? 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups, to Temperance, Sagittarius energy with the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. King of Cups, King of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. So I see you, it's interesting, and then the World. So I see you taking control, taking the lead, and separating yourself from situations that leave you feeling empty. Kind of what we were talking about in the very beginning up here. And going off on this self-discovery journey of healing and finding what's missing. And when you do that, when you take those steps to disconnect and walk away from situations that leave you feeling empty, you automatically align yourself now with higher frequencies and higher energies to come your way because you've made the conscious decision to disconnect. All right. So we have the 8 of Cups to the 2 of Cups. Yeah, the World. Endings to new beginnings. You've completed a cycle. King of Cups. This is about healing your emotions, whatever you've been confused about. Also something with children. Almost like just kind of looking back at how far you've come or how long of a journey this has been, Aquarius. Bringing some type of peace to the past, learning from the past, healing from a relationship that brought a lot of stress, a partnership or a relationship that brought a lot of stress, a lot of betrayal, lies, manipulation, and just kind of, well, not kind of, but really laying this energy to rest. 3 of Swords again. To the 4 of Cups. You don't have to carry this energy with you. That's the overall message that I'm feeling here. I think that you change the cycle by responding and reacting differently. Like if this is a family cycle or if this is about fathers and children or mothers and whatever it is, because I do see a lot of family and I do see a lot of children on the table. So I just want to say, Aquarius, you choosing to walk away and focus on what's missing and what's hurting and all of that, it opens the doors to so many things, because you are taking the initiative to do different and react different than what those prior and before you did, right? And whatever you experience, you learned that that didn't necessarily work. And I truly feel like I'm watching someone in a family decide to be different to help the future generation of their children or their children's children or their nieces and nephews, especially because you have generational curse chain breaker here on the table. So this is something that, you know, yeah, it's difficult. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustration. Don't take anything that you are going through and experiencing and processing lightly, because it's not. But you are balancing out the scales here with justice. Karma. Certain things had to be repaid from previous lives. It looks to me like you've been in the process of healing and repaying that, and now things will slowly start to get better. Blessing, because you make the conscious decision to do different and to be different, and that's when everything starts to change. Yeah, bully, homeless. There's an energy, I'm telling you, there's an energy around you of somebody who just won't take accountability. This is somebody who likes to pick on somebody, or they like to be a bully, they like to lie, they like to embarrass, but it's going to keep putting them in situations of lack and needing help. This is somebody who might lose a job or has a hard time keeping a job, or it's just somebody who's constantly in a state of lack because they don't allow themselves to look at anything of worth. They want to stay in this energy. They're not going to come out of it. They're going to stay being a bully. They want to stay being negative. This person has a hard time finding their own joy. And I do sense that you want to stay and help, but I also am being told that this is the point where you have to make different decisions to create a shift in the energy, not only for yourself and those coming after you, but even for those that are currently connected to you right now. You know, and maybe, who knows, maybe you making that change and responding differently is the catalyst for this person or this situation to start changing. Yeah, it's family issues. That's what this is. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of betrayal, a lot of disconnect between two people here. But Spirit is saying a positive outcome is yours. It's coming. You just need to slow down. Take time to meditate. Take time to disconnect. You are very spiritually gifted, very intuitive, so take time to listen to those gifts. You are exactly where you should be, and you could be dealing with some type of legal issues or soul contracts. That's on the bottom here, but again, that goes hand in hand with the Justice card, where things are being set right, okay? So somebody could have been under spiritual judgment here. Coffee cup, so meeting and conversing, feeling uplifted. Separation, unsure about the future. Sadness, missing somebody. And someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, wanting to date, and mirror. So you and somebody are mirroring each other. Self-image, taking a look at oneself. Relationships reflect our wounds. So there's a lot of introspection taking place in regards to a connection with another person that causes you to kind of see things differently and self-reflect. All right, Aquarius, I send you guys much love. I look forward to hearing from you guys. See you soon.